Hello everyone and welcome back to Trapper. So in the last episode, things kind of got bugged out and we didn't manage to actually make a lot of progress because of the whole coke deal stuff not working and things like that. However, since the last few days or whatnot, Lathan has been on it. He has been patching stuff left and right. So I think there's been some animation patches that's gone in because again, this is still a test branch. But yeah, there was some animation fixes that have went in, but also now you can do coke deals. And I did actually test this out on this save, and I did manage to get very far. Yeah, I'm loving the gameplay loop. So hopefully now we can actually make some coke deals. I shouldn't get robbed anymore from that. I do still have a couple. Actually, I don't have any. So yeah, I'm kind of screwed first. I am going to have to. Okay, so I got 8 of those. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I think I could still buy one though. Yeah, okay, so I do still have him. So let me go ahead and get one of these. Go ahead and try this and make sure it actually works. Yep, and there we go. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, but I did test this out on another run that I did, and yeah, I did manage to do quite well. It is a lot harder to get money now because before you could, like, once you got the van and once you really start getting into the coke deals and stuff, and after you get past like the first initial little ambush, it became real easy to make money because you were always going to make 40k, and as long as you got the van, you could have, like, I think it was 38 keys of coke. That's like almost $1 million. But as long as you had like $300,000 or $400,000 plus, you could turn around and make a lot of money. So it was pretty easy to get money. Now you have to deal with a lot of different factors that I wasn't really paying attention to before. So like with the network screen, it does make things a lot easier and a lot faster to deal with. So instead of you having to wait for deals, you can just go in here and then you can meet up with them. And this helps to actually push this the level thing a lot further. I think the highest I got with her was, I'm not sure the actual level, but I could give her 20 keys. So that's as much as I could give her though, and that was the most that I could give. But yeah, like it's actually, again, the thing I like about this is that I can initiate stuff. There's nothing more irritating than when I can't initiate things and I kind of have to wait till, blind luck kicks in or something like that. But now with the criminal network stuff, you can initiate stuff a lot better. Now the only thing is now is that I don't know how to deal with foes because before you could send, guys out to turn around and look for these folks. And then, of course, you could turn around and ambush them. There was always a chance of killing them in the end and stuff like that. But now I'm not sure how it works. So I did I did start a crew in the last little playthrough that I did on the side, and I still wasn't able to really get him. But I think I did end up killing him eventually. I let somebody else turn around and deal with him because I was getting to the point where I was like, okay, these battles are a little dangerous. I'm not that strong. I shouldn't be involved. And that's the other thing too. Now having allies is very important, very important. Having your own crew is very important because before, a lot of times I would play the entire game and not have to actually have a crew until later on, until I just didn't want to be bothered with going and doing things and stuff like that. I just sit in the office and do my deals and be done with it. But now it's a lot more important because unless you just really OP and you're really strong in your fighting stats, you don't need to be out there. You're not gonna deal a lot of damage and stuff like that. Whereas me, I had a guy named Big D. I've turned around and put him in charge of this stuff and let him just go off, and he dealt with everybody. He's an absolute beast. I did unlock, I think, the majority of the people on the side. But again, you have to be careful about managing this because it was a lot easier to manage this stuff before, whereas now money kind of comes in, it doesn't come in as fast, and you have to kind of work multiple routes. So yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious. I did kind of mess up and I ended up buying one of the properties here on the little side playthrough. I ended up buying, so they have these businesses. The biggest stash that you can get is this property. You can actually turn this into a weed farm, and you can get so much weed out of this if you max it out. I think you can get like, I believe it's like 4,000 or 5,000 units of weed. So yeah, that's a lot of weed that you can turn around and get. But it's also where you can have a vault and you can store ridiculous amounts of stuff there. But I built this and I spent this $750,000, and I thought I could build an office here. And the cool thing about an office is that an office kind of works like the house, where you can turn around and sit in the house and don't have to worry about, for the most part, getting attacked. Except I usually don't get attacked in the office as long as you got a security door and all that shit. But the other good thing about the office is that you don't have to sit at the park anymore. So you have to sit at the park in order to, get the Coke deals and stuff like that, or to see them pop up a lot of times. Whereas when you get the office, you can sit there. And the cool thing about the office is that, as far as I've seen, you don't have to worry about getting attacked there. So yeah, being at the park can go sideways real quick, because if the police comes and you got all this shit on you, you're gonna lose it. So a lot of things to worry about. But anywho, let me stop yapping and try to get back into this. First, let me get my heat down. And my egg station was stolen. Great. So let me go ahead and buy that again. And it's not that I necessarily need it, but it is a quick way to get your heat down. So I do like having it. Let me chill. And this dude ended up being like my favorite contact when it came to the weed deals, because he would end up taking like 20, I think was the max I got with him. So he's at 8 right now. But still, it's a nice amount of money that I can have on the side. And again, I can contact these folks too. And that actually reminds me too. I wasted a lot of time, I realized, just waiting on the deals. I can initiate them. Now, I don't know if this is a bug or if this is like a permanent trait that I picked up. But this right here, this cozy up card, it allows you to keep cozying up to people. And I am perfectly fine with that. I love OP things. So, but it allows me to keep my relationship up with these folks. So it allows me to keep doing these meeting things or whatever, I'm assuming. Maybe that's going to be something that's worked on. But yeah, this will allow me to go ahead and initiate those deals, and I don't have to actually wait on them. So let's see. How many of those did I get? 22. So yeah, let me go ahead and call old buddy. And then he can come out here and get these. And I'm just gonna keep doing that because I want to go ahead and get as much money as I possibly can. And then again, with the cozy up thing, I can just essentially spam it and it not really affect the relationship. Now, I don't know what the max is for the relationship, but I try to keep it above 100 and make sure they still stay impressed with me. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that until I get maybe about 100,000. But I also try to keep my heat down too as well, because I don't want to get ambushed. But yeah, once I get about 100,000, then I'll go ahead and buy some more keys, and then I'll sell those keys and go from there. So let me go ahead and pay those bills. Decision, network. I'm just gonna keep selling as much as I can with him. And actually, I can buy 2 right now. So let me buy 2 of these. And then I'll initiate a convo and sell those. Get these off. Okay, so now she can buy 4 keys. 2 of those, so you just take those. Essentially, you just get into the round robin of continuously going back and forth with that. And eventually I will get a crew. I did wait a little bit in order to get the crew because, again, it's a lot of money to continuously pay them, and it's a lot of money that I just didn't have. Because I want to say I had a crew and all the distributors, and between those, I think it was like $40,000 a month. So that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that I just didn't have and I did not want to spend. Now, I did see that a lot of stuff is randomized now, so I really hope she does not betray me. I don't think I've actually had a playthrough where she betrays me, but I don't want to entertain the thought that she would at some point. So, does anybody? Well, I don't have any weed on me right now, so I'll just wait with that. Sell this, and maybe once I get about $200,000 or $300,000, then I can start looking at expanding things a bit. Let's just see. Sure, but I think after a certain point, once I do the meeting thing, it's gonna automatically go back to 100. All right, so now we are a kingpin. Now, I don't think this is the highest level. I want to say the highest level is a drug lord. Let me put 2 into leadership, and I'll throw another one into composure. Humble. In the midst of trouble, you keep your head low, get the bread, then you bubble. Reduce heat to 0 at the cost of -50 drip. Okay. Again, I tend to stay at the house anyway. I'm not trying to be out here in all this mess, despite the fact that other people would love to keep me in mess. Okay. 6. Go ahead and call her. It was funny because I think at some point, once the relationship maxed out, because it seems to be the way this works, is that the higher the relationship, the more they contact you. So she got to the point where like every 5 seconds she was contacting me, and I was like, God damn, man, I appreciate it, but I'm running out of coke. Oh. So that didn't work this time. And I have seen that happen a couple times where, like, for whatever reason, it just won't work out. I don't know, maybe if it's because, like, it's the same day and it's not registered or something, but yeah. Okay. Get that heat down. Let's hang out at the park for a second. Deals. Now I want to see if I can get the other plug, because I did manage to turn around and get a new plug. T-Rex, he was up here, and I managed to negotiate the lowest price for weed that I could find, or at least the pounds of weed. I think it was like $1,100, so it's a little bit off the edge, but still. See, these little weed deals ain't cutting it no more. I need the big stuff. And I do see that the Coke deals are up here. It doesn't have the Coke symbol right here. It does show the Coke symbol in the office, but it doesn't show it here anymore. So it was throwing me off why it was just randomly popping up on the screen. Okay, work out, get the heat down. And also, let me make sure I go ahead and buy bulletproof vest just because. Don't need any problems. And I'll go ahead, buy a couple keys, because keys open doors. Yeah, see, here she go again. 180. I'll take it. We'll just go and chill at the park. Okay, I got a new plug. Now, I didn't get him before. I don't know who Dame is. I did see the dev did turn around and explain a little bit of how the negotiation stuff worked. So it is essentially the best way he put it was big bank take little bank. So if you got more of a number than that person, then it's just you raising that number. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Okay, so social proof. Now my social proof is much higher than his. So we will start with that. I'm just going to do 150 right off the bat to hopefully see if they'll use up all of theirs. Okay. Ooh, now see, that's the thing that I don't understand. It does seem like it's at a different rate. So while it does, like, you do win, you still can lose even if you have more, because it takes off more from you than it does from them. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I got the lowest price for everything. Okay. 275 for a G pack. That's actually pretty good. I mean, I think usually they're like $600, which again, it's not that big a deal, but shit, I'll take 275. That's fine. $1,600 for that pound. Nope. Again, I can get a high grade for 25, so I'd rather have that. The only thing I do wish that was kind of with this, and again, maybe this will be something that's added later on, is I do wish that like you can renegotiate at some point. That would be nice, because you know, like an old girl right now, she's busting me in the head right now for the prices for Coke, and she's getting over technically. But I do wish that there was some way that like later on, after you've built that relationship up, you can negotiate with them again and maybe knock that down. That might be a little OP though. Okay, get that heat down. Weed deal. Just try to keep 20 on me. Yeah, I can see you want 10 now. But things are progressing nicely. Let me go ahead and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and try to charm all these folks. Now the spine stuff doesn't seem to work yet, but I'm guessing that is gonna be something that kind of comes into play later on. Because again, this is still early on. Oh, he can take 20. Okay, Jesus. I actually didn't mean to click on that, but hey, I'll take it. Let me see. Decision, network. Also kind of wish the network tab was off to the side on the map so I could just kind of easily jump into it. Allies. So I mean, honestly, we already on pretty good terms, so I don't really need to kind of do anything else with him. Let's see, you hard to read, and I can only get only sell one key to you. I also do like the fact that they have these little bios now. Because it was cool that, you know, they had that there's unique characters in here, but now that there's actual dialogue, it actually, you know, you can actually see what these people are and what they do. It does seem to kind of cut off though, so I don't know if there's more to that. But again, maybe it's still rough and still early on. This is a test branch, so it's not even the main thing. Okay. And I think you're the last person honest. I think you can actually, yeah, you can do that with the plugs as well. I don't know why his picture changes, but yeah, his picture changes for some reason. And yeah, and I see this stakeout fave locations and stakeout home. So I don't know how that's gonna come into play later on because it don't seem like these work yet. But it's gonna be a lot of stuff. It's gonna be a lot of stuff that you can turn around and do. Let's see. Cozy up to you. Cozy up to you. Now again, it might be some type of penalty for me doing this. Oh, and I can't do it for you yet. I guess I'm gonna have to actually buy stuff from you first. Okay. And I think that's everybody that I want to deal with for right now. Let me go buy some keys. Sell these to old girl. I believe her name is Drea. Right. Six, that's 200. It always seems like at some point you kind of get over an amount, and then it's just a matter of continuously kind of doing this shifting of stuff to get the maximum amount of money. Oh shit, I shouldn't have did this. This could go poorly. I do not want this heat on me. Please lay low. Okay. Yeah, I think once I get to about maybe 400,000 or 500,000, then I'll turn around and start looking at getting a crew. But for now, we'll just keep working this. Network. And hopefully not piss her off too much. So now she can take 8. I think I have enough to do 2 deals back to back with her and not have to buy anything. Just flooding the streets. I do not care. I need the money. Get the heat down. Network. You know, I just had a random thought too. Kind of be nice to have, like, even though honestly with the way some of the stuff is in the game, I don't even know if I'd want to delve into that. But like, you know, you got girlfriends. Pimping maybe should be a thing, but you know, I don't know if I would even entertain that, because there's so many ways to make money right now anyway that it's just like you wouldn't need to do it. It would be kind of nice if you could do something where it's like you could set up some of your rivals and stuff like that, and you know, they thinking they finna go on a date, and then next thing you know, they get the Michael Corleone special. Well, I guess the Sonny Corleone special, depending on how you look at it. Alright, so we hit $600,000 now. I think we need to look into getting that game. 25 keys. And again, can't stress enough how I would love to have an 18 wheeler or something. I could just get a ridiculous amount. network. And actually, I do need to look into getting a new house. Then I can turn the old spot into a crack house. Another lovely little thing you can do on here. You're still at 100. Cool. Okay. Then let's just do this a couple times so we get that money back. And hopefully level her up. But yeah, I don't remember if this cozy up card thing was something that I got at the beginning of the game or what. But it does seem like you can just use it as much as you want. And I guess it isn't too OP because it doesn't actually level the relationship up, but still. It does keep it from being in the negative, so I'll take that. Still got some right. Yeah, I got 9. I'm assuming that she's still taking 8. So just go ahead and deliver these last 8. Oh, okay. So now she can buy 10. And I got 9. Great. So yeah, maybe if you do keep doing that, you can get it to the point of like it levels up again. So that might be a little bit of a hack there. Back to the house, work out. Just in case I need to run, because I will do it. Even though it does seem like reputation is actually important now since you have to use that in debates. Let's just keep raising this. I'll raise it to 1,000 again and see if it levels it up. Neat. Oh, but it don't let me sell 8. And I think I do remember this happening a couple times in my other playthrough. So I do wonder if that's kind of like a glitch and maybe it's supposed to be you have to actually wait until there's one at the park before that works out. Yeah, because it said it was at 10 at the other thing. Now maybe it'll update now. How many do I have left? 16. So it's twice for her. Network. Now can you get 10 now? Yeah, so now you can get 10 now. So yeah, I guess you do have to actually wait until you get one at the park and then you can turn around and do all that. Okay, so now we can go ahead and start a crew. Cause I think we making a pretty good amount. She's reliable. I can sell 10 to her. That's 300K. So the first thing I want to do, let me increase my drip first. Cause I don't know if this is true, but I do feel like the drip is kind of tied to you being able to like get some of the other gang members to join you and stuff like that. But I like to have my drip all the way up. Okay. Probably should buy a car too. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy this car. And I don't think it'll decrease, and it's actually pretty good storage wise. I can hold as much as I need to. Before, once you got the van, you really didn't need this car unless you just didn't want your drip to decrease. But now this can actually be pretty useful because you don't have you're not going to be hauling that much stuff around, and you need to actually haul that much stuff around. So like, yeah, sure, like you can get the van if you want to go and kind of make one trip to like supply everybody. But like if you're just doing the deals and stuff, you can just keep this car and you should be fine. At least for a pretty good while. I think there's one that has slightly more storage than this, but for the most part, this will work. Okay, so what I will do is let me go ahead, start a gang, goons. Before I set the crew though, I want to change my colors. Yes, I know. So I did mention before that you can change stuff. So let me just, change it to that. Let's go ahead and do green. Good old Grove Street colors. Let's see. Thought I had pink in there. You'd be like Dipset back in the day. Let's see. Okay, now I need to actually set these dudes. So usually starting off, I always set, or not. Change group. Yeah, usually starting off, I always kind of set it up with this. Luke being the underboss. Chris can turn around and be the enforcer. And then him being the second enforcer. But then I usually change these folks out. I never use these folks after the initial beginning part of the game because you get much better people later on. And usually the easiest way to do that is go to the club. Now again, I've said this 1,000 times. The club is it's the most dangerous place for your goons, because I have ran into so many events where you hear something about one of your homies getting killed and it's just like, damn, I should have just went and just got into battles, because they die more from just being at the club than anything else. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do crew celebration. And then we'll just buy some drinks and hopefully we can run into a few people. So I got a couple new goons. And you'll be able to tell because you'll get a portrait down there of somebody that's different. It'll be mentioned at the top too. Do I got bills? That's my stress going up. Yep. Yeah, as you can see, the bills have went up. Now it's $20,000. So yeah, that's the thing about having a crew. It costs a lot of money. Now again, this is how random the game is. Okay, so yeah, you got one of the new guys right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and change this already. He's slightly better. His toughness is better, so go ahead and get him. We'll set that. And I think actually what I'll do is, change this. Well, he's more intelligent. His toughness is higher, his fitness is higher, but he's more intelligent. I'll go ahead and put him off to the side, because actually what I'll do is I'll go ahead and once I make the crack house, I'll put him in charge of it until we get one of the other guys. One of the other guys is much better when it comes to running the crack house, but this will work for right now. I also like how when you go back to the hood, they're on the street corner with you, so that's always cool. But yeah, usually I don't keep any of these people that you find at the beginning because they're good, but they're not as good as some of the people you run into later on. Let me go ahead and get some coke. I'm assuming that's Drea. So let's just get 20 of those. Oh, it's Goldie. You don't have a few though. But still, Oh, I forgot I had leveled up him too. Oh, great. Nice drought season. So, having said that, well, I don't have another place right now. So, but yeah, this is the bad part about drought season. I can't buy nothing. But luckily I got a little bit, so it's not that terrible. I got 14 of these. So I won't get into too much of a hurry to sell these because I need to kind of have them on me just in case. Let's get that heat down. And then I'm gonna just go back to the club to see if we can get some more people. Okay, we got White Mike. I like White Mike. He's usually my second enforcer, so I'll go ahead and change this out now. So yeah, his toughness 6, fitness 5, aim is a 7, intelligence is a 3. Now actually, his toughness is higher, but I'm gonna change this out because he's smarter. So yeah, okay. And we'll just leave that like that for now. I do gotta wish there was more, again, you know, just more spots for them, because after you get like the sweatshop and the crack house, I think that's pretty much it. Like you don't really have too much else you can use the other additional people for, and there's quite a few. I feel like I've gotten all of them, but I'm not quite sure. Don't have any weed to give you, so tough. I'll just go back to the club. We got Big D. It's terrible saying that, but yeah, Big D is exactly who I wanted. So yeah, as you can see, Big D toughness is a 9, his fitness is a 9. He has a shotgun. He is an absolute beast. I actually remember the last game that I did off onto the side, I got pretty much everybody that I normally use in my crew, and then I got ambushed by old buddy that has been just chasing me around for the last few rounds or whatever. Big D came in, he had, I think it was double damage starting off, but then on top of that, he has several moves where he can just blow through everybody, and he was just one-shotting people left and right. So I just let him fight people. I'm not doing anything. He actually did get killed, but he didn't die, so I don't know how that worked out. But still, he's just an absolute beast. And that should mean that Destiny should be around here soon. There she is, Destiny, Mon the boss. Okay, so let me go back to the goons. Sorry, my guy. You go. Okay, and that's pretty much everybody. And again, I usually put Destiny up here just because, you know, intelligence is a 9. So, and that's typically the crew that I stay with. Okay, so we got a coke deal up here. Let's go ahead and do that. 2 or whatever. 72, still good. I hadn't ran into the pimp dude yet. Let's keep going to the club. See if we can find more people. This guy right here. Now he's the one, I usually don't put him in my crew, but I think he has the most profits. Or that's probably not true. It's actually probably Destiny. But among the people that I don't use, he's probably the high. I think he's the highest one in terms of running the crack house, because I think he gets like plus 30% profits or something like that. So yeah. And with that being said, do I want to spend this $500,000 right now? Get me a house up here so I don't have to worry about getting broken into. And then I can turn my old house into a crack house. I think I do want to do that. Also, let me go ahead and save too, just in case. Big D is huge. Oh, and actually, let me change out my inventory because I just realized my drip kept going down. I was like, what the hell? Oh, still goes down anyway. Whatever. But I think it just can't get below a certain amount. So, meh, I'll take it. But yeah, let me go ahead and save that. And now, let me get one more coke deal. Let me get one more coke deal. So I can feel comfortable about this. Oh, well, I got 2 weed deals. So there you go. 30K to spend. It's only gonna be 10, right? 6. Okay, fine. Let's see. Come on, Coke deal. There we go. Now let's go ahead and get this heat down. I know who this is. Israel Gilla. Oh, okay, so I can negotiate with him. All right, so social proof. Sure, we can do social proof. You don't have a lot of social proof, so you kind of screwed right off the bat. Let's do 72. Okay, you got 6. I'll do 10. You did all 6 of yours. Okay. Let's do 100. And then let's do that. And it's done. So now we're going to charge him the highest price. Or damn near the highest price. So that's 37. I think I was getting 36 from that other person too. Oh shit. No, go on. I always try to keep my heat low. I do not want them problems. Oh no. See, that's what I meant. I wasn't paying attention, but see, damn it. So all the keys and shit that I had, I lost it. That's why I was keeping the money, because I was like, I didn't want to turn around and have something random like that happen, and then I lost all my goddamn money. And again, I really shouldn't be keeping that stuff on me, but because the house is still in the hood, I don't want to leave it at the house yet. That is dangerous. 19, that's fine. You two. You can only sell you one. Get out of here. Alright, I'm gonna have to call up old girl, because I don't know where she at. I need you to come get this stuff. Like, come on. It's been a while since I seen you, Dre. I don't like that. Now, granted, I don't know how much I've already sold you. I mean, you basically El Jefe at this point. Okay. Yes, get this. What are you doing? Okay. This car, I can only hold 19 of these. I don't think about it. So storage is 4 stars. I know that that's the max. Storage ain't shit on that. It's basically a Tommy car. I know the storage ain't shit on these. So what about you? No, the storage is also terrible on that. Yeah, the storage is terrible on the rest of these. Except for this. I don't know what this does to my my drip though. I want to say it doesn't negatively affect it, but it will go down. I don't think it helps. It just has better storage. So I guess I'll leave these for now, because I already got this, and then I also got the van. All right, so let me do another deal with old girl. And then I'm gonna go ahead and a house that's not in the hood, it's gonna hurt because I think that house is $540,000. Yeah, it's $570,000. Jesus. So what's that? That's gonna be like 130 ish. Okay, so this is my home. The other house, I'm gonna turn it into a crack house. So yeah, once you have this set up, you can, it's basically kind of like how the distributors work, where you essentially give them whatever and then they sell it, you make a profit off of it. I do think you make a little bit more out of the crack house though, depending on how it goes. So let's go ahead, and before I get that set up, I need to buy a couple things. I need to buy one thing. The homestead. Oh. Okay, so now with that, I can do what I normally do with them. So yeah, you have a couple different strategies on how this works, and I think depending on how said strategy works, it will determine how often you get attacked and stuff like that. So normally what I do is I just get these dudes because they don't cause any, I don't usually run into any issues with this setup. But Brick Nation, Stronghold. Brick Nation is an expansive crew of reckless boys from the projects, very likely to have run-ins with the police, but the crew will fill in the void. So if something happened, I can just send the crew out there, and then I'm gonna do a Stronghold, sell rocks through a grade A top-end class security door. Must buy a security door from the mall. Then you got the pitch. One man takes the customer's money and sends them around the back of the bill to retrieve their dope. Less risk, but more expensive. One man handles the cash and dope while the other looks out for danger. Again, I don't even want to try that. And then solo, costs less, but very high risk. So yeah, we're just gonna do Stronghold, and we're gonna put old buddy in charge of this because again, as you can see, 30% profits, plus 30% profits. And we will set that. Now we can turn around and sell crack, and we can sell heroin. And later on, once I get an office, I can assign the extra goons that we get to this in order to beef up security. So we'll just set this for right now. Then I'm gonna go ahead and buy some G packs. I believe you the one that got them cheap. So let's just max out this. And then go to the crack house and sell this. I need to find somebody that has some heroin. That would help me out quite a bit. Also, I hope my neighbors don't hear me because they're probably thinking, what in the hell is going on over here? Now, how many keys do I have? I have 9 keys. So let me go ahead, get some more keys. And then I'll hit up old girl, give her those 10. That'll kind of replenish me a bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and start getting back into that loop of selling stuff to her again, because yeah. Okay. Network. Let's see if we can get her leveled up so that way I can sell her like 20 keys. I don't have the 20 keys right now, but I will definitely have it once I do a couple of these meetings with her. Okay, it's 370. Just gonna keep doing this for a while. The crew members has been locked up. Reset your crew. Like, god damn it. I mean, you not like in the crew, but I'll get you bailed out. Damn it. So yeah, that can kind of happen at certain times. Your crew can get locked up. Now, I do think you have to be careful, because if you don't get them out within a certain period of time, I think they get out, but like there's a chance that you might get ambushed by them or something like that. Again, I think some of this stuff is still being worked on, but I have noticed a couple times when I was hanging out at the park or hanging out at the office. I got like rumor mentions of like somebody in my gang was going to betray me or something like that. I don't know if it ever actually came to fruition, but it is a thing. So let me. Okay, so I don't have enough to pay my bills. Let me go ahead, sell this stuff. Still got time. Still good. See, this is the reason why I was saying that like you really need to wait until later on in order to start a game, because it can be a lot. Meeting. These 10. Pay my bills. Talk to her again. And I also need to get me just a random business so I can build an office, because I really need to. I don't need to be in the house because it does waste time. Whereas when I'm in the office, I can lose heat, I don't lose drip, and I can get the Coke deals and stuff. And on top of that, you don't actually have to go to the Coke deals. You can send your right hand in order to do it. So yeah, I need to get enough money to buy me a little spot. I was trying to get a pretty decent spot though before I actually really put some money into it, because I didn't want to just get something that was still in the hood, but I might just go ahead and do that early. So now you can buy 20 keys. Great. I don't even know how many I got on me. 6. So still good though. Still good. Dom is in jail. Okay, so let me hire a lawyer. And suspect was caught with Viagra, which normally isn't illegal, but it was the way he was trying to use it. Oh God, really, my guy? And actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and get John E. Cockring. This high-powered attorney is worth his weight in gold. He has been involved in many high-profile cases, and he strikes fear into the hearts of the defense. With him on your side, it's no way you can lose. Well, not quite true. Just don't look at your bank account balance and everything will be just fine. Now, what I've seen, I haven't actually used this myself, but there have been a couple times where the police have came to my house. And I guess it was because my heat was too high. But yeah, the police came to my house and was actually like asking me questions. And there's like a mini game that you have to do in order to avoid getting arrested or anything, or getting blasted by the cops or whatever. And I did see that one of the options had it so where like if you had the high powered lawyer, he just come in, that'd be the end of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get him. All right, in my experience, individuals that are in your line of work need special vehicles that turn their money, let's say recognizable by the powers that be. If you can obtain a legitimate business, I can help you funnel your proceeds to an offshore bank account in Costa Negra. Any amount of money above $10 million is more than enough to retire you and your family for generations. Come back to see me once you have obtained your business and are ready to start investing. Now, I don't know if that's actually implemented yet. I did do that once. I did manage to turn around and get $10 million. It took a long time to get that money up, and I can only imagine how long it would take now. But yeah, I did manage to get the 10 million before, and I did click on the button, and it just basically you lost $10 million. So yeah, I don't think that that's actually implemented yet. It may be implemented in the test branch. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it, but yeah, that's supposed to be like something that you can do, or I guess an Endgame thing once the game is finally fleshed out and complete. Oh buddy, get out of jail. And you know what? Let's go to the club in order to celebrate. Because why not? And also, please don't kill me. Anybody there? Well, at least we actually getting some goals. That's always nice. All right, let me go ahead and get that 40. Yes, I am ignoring the weed deal. Oh, well, yeah, I have to ignore it anyway because I don't have any weed. But let me go ahead and serve some. Got these 20 and 50. Oh, and I keep forgetting that like I'm not actually broke. I just thought about that. I have a whole crack house that probably made quite a bit of money. So yeah, I'll check on that in a second. Alright, so well, first let me go ahead and lay low. Now let's see what's going on here. 25,000. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so yeah, I'm kind of in a bit of a pickle because I can't buy anything and I don't have anything. So let's go to the club, see if we can find some people or something. And drought season is over. All right. So I need Coke deals. Can I get Coke deals, please? I don't want a weed opportunity. They don't really matter now. I'll do it for shits and giggles, but I need the big stuff. $11,000 ain't gonna cut it. It also reminds me too, I need to be careful because I'm older now and my stress levels can't be that high. So I need to make sure I keep that stress down. Okay, it was about 10. That's nice. And how many more do I have on me? Actually, let me go ahead and just switch the damn car. So that way I can always hold the maximum amount on me. I got 16 of these to sell. Jesus. You know what? Sure. Let me get all of these. I don't know how many times I'm gonna be able to do this, but I'm gonna get the distributor and let him sell these. This is gonna make my bills go up, but c'est la vie. Such is the way. Sid. Yeah, you can have this. And bring me my money back. And actually, yeah, let me go ahead and get rid of these too. So yeah, I'm gonna unpackage all of these. And then I'm gonna give this to a distributor as well. Now I think again, the distributor's hiring these folks, it adds to your monthly bills. But yeah, go ahead and give y'all all of these. Now you can sell crack too. On that note, let me get some G-Packs. So yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and get all the distributors for now. Because the one good thing about it is that it is like steady money once it's rolling in. And it is kind of nice to have that little emergency money that can come in. Good Lord, I don't even know how many I bought. Yes. Let's see. Distributors. So you can sell that. I'm gonna give you 5,000. And then I'm gonna put the rest in the crack house. So I shouldn't have to worry about them anytime soon. Okay. And those will be our distributors. So that way we'll have a nice little bit of money coming in. Let me buy another chain. drip up. Okay, so that's one of the other guys. I think I don't really use him after this. Yeah, because he's tough, his fitness is high, but like, I don't know. I prefer having like Mike there. But I might go ahead and put him there and let Mike do something else. Okay. I always call him J-Rock because it kind of reminds me of J-Rock from TDE. Now, I wonder if that's everybody. I think you can see. Yep, that's everybody. So yeah, that's the whole roster right there. Now, I wonder if like in the full game, you'll be able to like, you know, recruit some of these guys or something like that. I would love it if like it was something where like, you know, you could war with these gangs and take them over and, you know, recruit them to your side and stuff. I want a cartel. I want a full-blown cartel. I want to take over the state. I want to be rigging the jury, just doing egregious ass shit. Oh, great. The lion has come. There comes a day where the lion must protect his pride and everything within his dominion. His rivals lie in wait, ready to pounce at the perfect opportunity, hoping to catch you in a moment of weakness. Your enemies have caught you out on the streets and want to test your gangster. The streets is watching. Well, fuck you, since I'm not doing a damn thing. Big D, please handle this dude. It's not an ambush, so I don't have to worry about using this. I hopefully it doesn't bug out this time. Okay. So I need 88. 5 times 4 times 4? Yeah, Jesus. Math. Plus 1 plus. Oh, damn, I messed that up. It's fine though. I could have got 85, but yeah, that's fine. Still a successful sink. All right, burst fire. Just get him. See, look at that, 73 damage. I don't know how you could nest behind anything, but okay. Sure, protect him. Please kill that dude. Oh, come on. There we go. I don't like that. Please get rid of that. There we go. There we go. See, this is much more manageable. I was barely getting by. But now that I got my gang, like, you know, y'all don't have the right to attack me. 7 times 5, 35 times 2 plus. Ah, shit, I'm not gonna have enough. Well, I'll get 78. Is it enough? Yes. Okay, there we go. Burst fire. Oh, one of y'all finna die. Let me try to get you. Yup. Kill that other dude, please. Probably not gonna do enough. Yeah. Now, I wonder if they're gonna try and run. But y'all not looking too good. They just want to take cover, really? Alright, I mean, we can do that. Hopefully I can sink this. 8 times 4 times 2. Yes, there's a 2. That's 64 plus. Oh, y'all y'all should be cooked. I don't want to risk it though. Okay, I could have added another one in there, but I didn't want to risk it not sinking. Burst fire. Bye-bye. Oh, come on. He might run too, if he doesn't die. Well, I didn't say if. Unpredictable attack. Hell no. Push. Oh no. That might not have been good. If these can go away, we should be fine. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, one lackey got hit. It's fine. Well, he's dead. GG. No. They wanted this. I need to make an example out of these folks. Yes. Okay. Bonus success. Okay. Grenade. Oh, kill shot. Yeah, so this will pop up sometimes if it's just one person left and they got low health. You can just kill them. It's over. Now, what did we learn from this? Don't do this. Crack house. 5,200. I need more than that. Okay. Let's go to the park and see what's going on. Weed delivery. It's always a weed delivery. Actually offended by the weed deliveries now. Like, am I gonna have to go and like hunt Drea down? Quick deal, B&E, another weed deal. Okay, get the heat down. Work out, pay bills. This is the cycle. Crack house, collect. Now, see, if I had an office, I could just send my right hand to go ahead and just collect everything, but not. You got 39. All right. I haven't hired you yet. Haven't hired you. Okay. I got a little bit of extra money there. Yep. Not a weed deal. I don't want a weed deal. Oh, I actually do need to see the pharmacist. All of these, and I can give that to old buddy. That last distributor is always kind of hard to deal with because that's the only way you can get pills outside of just random events. So, as far as I know, you can't actually make the pills or anything. That would be insane if you could. Money. Okay. I don't need the weed deal. Actually, I'm gonna take that deal because I think he usually deals with like, I want to say he gets 20. It's either 20 or 10. 20. 39,000. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 39,000 is just, it's nothing. Like, I actually need the coke deals. Okay. Bro, I hate that it's come to this, but I'm gonna have to like come find you. It's like, what are you doing? Network. Yeah, you can buy 20. Now, I wonder if there's a higher level than that. 'Cause if I can sell like 40 is about $1 million. So, like, I wonder if there's like a maxed out level and then you can sell as many as you want. That's exactly what I need. just keep doing this. 13. Utilities. Nope, not y'all. Network. Where you at? Where you at? Still just 20. What I got? 13, so yeah. Okay. Pharmacist. Yeah, give me all of these so I can give it to old buddy. And come down here. Get all of these. My money. Money. Yeah, it's just y'all two, right? Crack house. 23, not bad. Got plenty of crack, so I ain't gotta worry about you. All right, now I kind of want to get a business now, so that way I can turn around and stay there instead of having to go to the park. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. So, property. I am going to get, I think I'm gonna do the barbershop because it's not as much that I have to do with the barbershop. I just kind of set the prices and then fuck off. I think it's 250, 200. Okay, so yeah, it's 200. But yeah, these are the different properties. You actually do have to manage these. So like with the barbershop, you have to manage the price of the chairs and you can upgrade it to get the maximum amount of profit. The laundromat is the same way. You can upgrade the machines and stuff like that. The liquor store, the food market, it's the same way. You can sell wings and stuff. You can set the prices. And the strip club is the same thing as well. Strip club hasn't been fleshed out for real. There's like, you get a random dancer at the beginning. There's a couple traits that they have. And then you can of course upgrade the DJ and upgrade the bar area and stuff. But apparently I think the dev is working on some other stuff with that, where there's going to be lore for each one of these. So, but yeah, right now I'm gonna just go ahead and get this. I think the last game I didn't get the barbershop just because it was in, I think it was in a territory where I kind of had beef with the game and I didn't know if that was going to affect things, so I didn't get it. But let's go ahead and purchase that and we'll build an office. And yeah, let's go to the location. So yeah, this is what I meant before, like you set the prices of this. So I'm not going to change anything, but I will upgrade it to get the maximum amount of stuff. So we'll get 6 TVs, upgrade the waiting area, the shampoo, blaze nuts. No, I'm not concerned with this. Yeah, I'm not concerned with the vending machine at all. Back end, finances, upgrades, yeah. So we got the shampoo, got the security system, and we got the door. Okay, so this is maxed out now. And I guess I'll set it to 100. Because I'm not really concerned with the profits at all. I just want the office. And this is the office. So the office, again, it essentially works like being at the park, except you don't have to worry about the cops busting in, and you don't have to worry about getting shot, you know, and losing your drugs and all that stuff. But also you have your right hand here, and like I can send her to go and collect all the money that's here. So it'll take her a little bit of time, but yeah. Now I did have a bug. This might have been a bug, but I also think this might have just been something that's just part of the game. I did have a situation where it was mentioned before that, like, hey, somebody was, you know, planning on doing something, and they was planning on betraying me. I sent her to collect the money, or I sent them to collect the money because I don't think it was her at the time. And they collected the money. They never came back. I never saw that money again. I never seen that other person again. And it was like permanently bugged out, and I couldn't do anything. I didn't try to change out my right hand or anything, but I was like, damn. So my money is gone. But it could have been a bug. It could have been a bug, or it could have been an actual thing. I did think that was kind of funny. So yeah, you can go ahead. Well, we'll wait. We'll wait so you can just go ahead and collect everything. And the other thing you can do is you can review your assets and then come to human resources here, and you can assign your gang members out to increase the security at these places. So I'm just gonna max these out because I have no other use for these folks right now. Yeah. So I shouldn't have to worry about these areas anymore. And then of course you can get other businesses and stuff, make money that way too. But again, I usually only just get one place and just leave it at that. I might do a sweatshop at some point, but I don't make drugs on here, so I don't really fool with the drug making game, so I don't really feel the need to do the sweatshop stuff. So I do kind of wish it was, because I think you can assign somebody to it, and I think they make it. But I do wish that there was like another way in between that where I could have like my right hand manage all that stuff, and I didn't have to worry, like I don't have to worry about, you know, making sure that they turn around and pick up the money and they send it here and send the drugs there. Like I wish it could actually be like a legit automated system and I don't have to do anything. Okay. Yeah, we'll just wait here until we get a coke deal. There you go. So now you can send, now you can send, you know, your right hand in order to turn around and do it. And actually, so I have 25 on me, right? I don't. That's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute. So let me go on and buy that. And then, oh, I can only buy 11. Okay. And you know what? I'll just go to the deal. It ain't that deep. Wait, how many can she buy? Because is that what it was saying? Is that she could buy 25? Yeah, that's wild. And I guess it does continuously increase. I didn't mean to go here. But since we're here. And look at that. Just lost 2 people. Just like that. That's what I mean. The club is so dangerous. Coke deal up there. But I need to get my heat low. Okay. That's these 2. You only want 1. Rude and useless. Yeah, I don't want my stress getting high. And let me get that heat lower. Okay. Oh, come on, man. Y'all gotta buy more. And actually, let me try to cozy up to them and see if that'll help to level them up a little bit quicker. Oh, that's right. Oh, I was about to say, I thought you couldn't. Oh, yeah, you can't see them in here. Or maybe they are here and I just can't. I don't know which one it is. Sure. Now, yeah, it's not mix. I'll go ahead and get them up to like 1,500 as well. It is an arbitrary number. I'm pulling out my ass. No, I don't know the significance of 1,500. I'm just picking something. Yeah, and it's not him either. So, maybe they're on one of the other screens. I'll check in a second. Yeah, because that's weed. So yeah, I'm not sure which one it is. And maybe it's actually one of these, but it's just not showing up for some reason. Yep, there it is. There they go. So yeah, they just don't have a portrait. So again, like I said, little bugs like that. Stuff that can be fleshed out and will be fleshed out. Okay. I do have keys on me. Now I wish I had a gym at the office. Don't care. I also wish I could pay my bills from here, and maybe I can, but I just don't know how. There we go. Pay that. Then you two. You still can only buy 2. Well, hopefully after this you will want to buy more. Got 9. Actually, with that being said, maybe it's time for old girl to go and collect everything. That's what that's gonna be. It's not a whole lot, but it's a nice amount. Yeah, go ahead and collect it. I'll wait for you to come back. 44. Okay. I mean, that does let me buy another key or 2. Y'all still can only buy 2. I'll take it because again, I can just. I got 3. Okay. Office. More bills. Come on, Coke deal. There you go. They can buy 4 now. Pay the bills. Man, it was so expensive, Jesus. And the bills actually do kind of mess me up a little bit because it's so much. It's just so much. He needs more weed. Okay. Oh, I need to do a Coke deal first. Drea, love of my life, what are you doing? Like, she went from just like in my other playthrough hounding me, like she was always calling me, to now like I can barely run into her. I don't have enough, Jesus. Decisions, network. All right. Need a meeting. Need to sell you all of this. Nice. And great, I can't buy anything right now because I don't have it's drought season. Crap. How many do I have? 2. Okay. Let me get this heat down. Sell you these two. And as soon as drought season is over, then I'm gonna buy as much as I can. And this also kind of makes me want to get the warehouse, because again, it has the most storage, and I can just buy an egregious amount, store it there, and not have to worry about drought seasons and stuff like that. So maybe that is the play. Maybe I will do that. And I guess actually property. Can I turn this into a stash as well? And well, it won't matter, because even if I did set it as a stash, it still wouldn't be a lot. So I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, you need more pills. I need drought season to be over with, so we all struggling. Right hand, can you collect all the money, please? It'll take you a day. Cool. 33, not bad. Okay, so April 1st. All right, bill payments. And let's get as much as we can. Sell that to old girl. Hopefully that will be quite a bit. It seems to be stuck on 15 though. I don't know why that's happening. I think there's a pharmacy thing on here. Is there a pharmacy thing on the map? Nope, it's gone. Let me just keep buying these. Office, and I think actually next time we get a Coke deal, I'll send my right hand. Oh, there you go. Deliver the Coke. Never actually done this before. From stash house to Coke delivery. Vault to go, from player to go. Okay, there we go. So did she actually go with it? It don't look like she went with it. After a successful wholesale thing, you brought me back $0. Okay. Let me just call up old girl. Well, how many days we got? I mean, I guess I can't wait. There we go. It's gotten a little close. And is it still just 15? Yeah, it's still just 15. Maybe I bugged her out. What else? Yeah, we'll just wait to the next one. And of course, pay these egregious ass bills. My God. I keep going to the club by mistake. Office, there we go. Don't care about the weed deal. Don't care about the bills. There we go. I got 14 keys. And of course it's drought season. Of course. That terrible time. Just terrible time. Can you go ahead and pick up all the money, ma'am? It's a nice little amount. It's not a whole lot, but it's a nice little amount. 43. Yeah, not too bad. Almost at $1 million. And honestly, you know what? Yeah, let me go ahead and get these pills. I get as much of this as I can. Get that to old buddy. And then we'll go to the club for the remainder of this. Yeah, distributors. Heat up. This will just get us more goons. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna do another 15. Wait, what do you mean? It's another drought season? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. And of course, there's a Coke deal. And you know what? I'm probably out of shape as hell. Well, I'm actually not that out of shape. There we go. So let me go ahead and get 15 of these. Jesus. Well, 20, so I overshot it. Okay. Pay bills. And just get over this little hump of $1 million right now. And actually, since I know that that's kind of bugged now, then I'll just go ahead and just call up and get on this round robin. See, she can buy 25 keys, supposedly. She's only taking 15. Oh, now she takes 20. $720,000. See, now we in the major leagues now. We are, in fact, the plug. 1.2. First off, let's get that heat down. I'm getting stressed out. Then, let's fill up this van with Coke. And then we're gonna sell that to old girl. So I do wonder, like, again, what is the maximum level? Okay. And go back, talk to her again. That'll give me, what, 170 if I have enough. I only got 17. 166 is still good. So I'm gonna get to 175, and then that'll be enough to get the warehouse and still have $1 million. And then I'm just gonna put as much Coke in that vault as possible. Let's see. All those keys of Coke. My God. course, of course. Man, I wish I could turn around and kill that dude that turned around and kept ambushing me. I think if I had the gunner class, I would be able to do it, but right now, unfortunately, I cannot. Network. 20. Sure how much I got on me right now, but still should be enough to get me over that 175 hump that I want. Yep, we had 2 mil. Nice. Okay, so now with us being at 2 mil, I still don't have enough money to afford the most expensive house in the game. I think the most expensive house is like 4 million. But let's go on to property. And we will buy the warehouse. Now again, the warehouse can be used as a huge sweatshop, or it can be used as a weed grow operation. I've always done the weed sweatshop. I mean the weed thing or whatever, because again, it's so much weed, and it basically means you don't need to buy pounds of weed anymore. But I'm not going to be bothered with it this time around because I just want the vault. Okay. So yeah, the vault has 100,000. So yeah, that it's quite a big vault. Now, before we get into that though, I am going to yeah, the office. Okay. Go to the office. Let me review assets, human resources. Yeah, in the warehouse. I want as many people there as possible. Okay, so that means security should be tight. And then on top of that, we go to location, and you know, I mean, if I don't need to actually do it, then fine, because I'm not even doing weed deals anyway. But now I'm gonna do the egregious work of buying ridiculous amounts of cocaine and putting it there. And this is the reason why I was like, man, I wish I had like an 18-wheeler, because if I can get like an 18-wheeler full of cocaine, like it could have the same amount as the vault, either the same amount as the vault, or it could turn around and have, like, if there was like a box truck or something like that that had an egregious amount of storage there, that would be awesome. That would just be so good. Cause I can't remember the name of that other game that I played, but yeah, it had like, you could get of course like the Rolls Royces and stuff like that in order to get you around and shit. But once you start doing the cross country deals, you could turn around and you could get like an 18-wheeler, you could get a helicopter, you could get a plane. I would love for all that stuff to be here. Okay, yeah, right. Property. Store all this shit. I'm gonna store as much of this as I can. I almost wish that you could like negotiate for the deals to be done here, and then they can just transport all that shit. Because again, this is an egregious amount of cocaine that's about to be here. once I recuperate all this money. And actually, you know what? I'll keep this on me. And then I'll wait for a coke deal and sell it. Okay. And now we just get into the round robin again. Now I wonder when I'm gonna level up again. Let's just, I'll get this relationship to 2,000 and see if maybe after this next deal, then she'll level up again. It's 500. I wonder how high my heat can get before somebody gets bold enough to try and attack me. I think the highest heat that I've had before was like a couple hundred. It was like 500 or something. Then at that point, the police was going after me. Which I will say, the police can be quite dangerous. Even if it's only 3 of them, they can still be pretty dangerous because they have a lot of health. Starting to recuperate all the money that we've spent. Network. Oh. Did I have 29 keys on me? Whatever. I'm not questioning it, whatever. Okay. And this is the last time I'm gonna do this before I get this heat down. And I think the heat does kind of play into the stress, and don't want it to get me too stressed out. Oh yeah, so yeah, now we're up to 30 keys that she can turn around and buy. Now, I do wonder if like the leveling up is based off of like how many units you sell to them or what, and not necessarily the relationship. $1 million. Look at this egregious shit. But we made it. Like this is essentially the end of the game now. Because again, once you turn around and get to this point, I mean, you got everything. Like, yeah, I can get the nice house and stuff like that, but like as far as like actionable things to do, that's pretty much it. Like we're pretty much in the loop now. We can buy all the businesses and manage all that, and you know, get into some fights and maybe level up and stuff. But this is pretty much the end game loop. Having said that, I would hate for her to pull some shit now, and then I end up on her bad side, or she ends up being a rival. So let me go back to my house. Get that heat all the way down. Get my stress all the way down too. Okay. Where was I going? She can take 30, so I will keep 30 on me. And then I'll just keep selling her these 30s. Again, I wonder how many keys I've sold her alone. Like, I don't know if she's working for another organization or something like that, but She has got to be like employee of the month. Nah, but let's just keep it. And again, this is essentially like what I was saying earlier about like how once you kind of get to a certain rhythm in the game or to a certain point, this is what you do. Because like in the main game, once you start making the coke deals, this is what you do. You wait for the coke deals to come, you get all the coke, you sell the coke. That's pretty much how it goes from that point on. Decisions, network. You can have all that. Give me my million. And this kind of makes me wonder, like, if the Cayman Island thing is still a thing. Like, if it's actually a thing. Maybe I should save up to see if I can get $10 million. It would take a while. Network. Allies. I need to cozy up to her a little bit too. Yeah, let me go home so I can get this reduced quicker. And now I think about what are my stats right now. So I'm 38 years old. It's slightly older than me. It's year 21. I got a 99 reputation. I'm at kingpin. Units moved 782,000 units. Enemies killed 2. Cops killed 0. Money made. What is that? 22 million? Yeah, $22,471,828. 14 B&E attempts. Total days. It's been 2,000 total days. And I've only went to jail once. I've done much better. It's much easier to do better in the current game as opposed to to do better earlier in the current game than it is with this build. This build seems like it's, again, I don't feel like it's too hard. I actually feel like this is much easier because it's multiple ways to do stuff. Whereas in, again, the previous build or the current build of the game, it's kind of based off of luck. And again, that goes both ways. Sometimes you can get lucky and you luck into a good amount of money and a good rhythm of stuff real early into the game, and you 21 and you got $10 million, a nice house, and you don't have to worry about anything. But it also goes the other way sometimes where, again, you go to one deal, you get shot up, that's the end of it, because either you end up in debt or you're dead. So this one, it does seem like you're legitimately working your way up. And yeah, you can make wrong moves and shit can end early, but it seems like it eases you into it a lot more. But that's just my take on that. Okay, I need to go to that vault. And I'm gonna get, actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna leave that alone. We're not gonna touch that. We're only gonna buy. And actually, I do need to see like how much is in there so I can put away a whole bunch, because that, again, that was the plan, to put away a whole bunch so that way when drought season comes along and I can do that. And actually, let me try to do something. I'm gonna put as much as I possibly can in the vault. And then I'm gonna try to do let my right hand do it, and she can collect the money. could still put so much more in there. It is ridiculous. So there should be like, what, 2 more trips? Business, warehouse. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually filled the vault up. I think, well, actually, I do think it did get filled up one time because I had too much weed and I didn't know where to put it, so it was just there. Look at this, I got over 100 keys of coke at the warehouse. Do you know how sick I would be if somebody broke into that warehouse? Like, that is grounds for, I won't say it's grounds for me like not playing the game anymore, but I would be sick. All right, let me put the rest of this in here. So I've spent $2 million on coke, and there's 141 keys in there. I am going to jail forever. And you know, it's funny because this game is like 3 strikes and then you're out if you get dealt, if you dealing with the cops. I do kind of feel like towards the end game, once you start doing stuff like this, hell, if you get caught with this much, oh, you need to go to jail forever. Like, that just need to be it. Like, it should almost be like, you know, once you get to like kingpin level, if the cops arrest you, that's it. Like, and maybe I shouldn't be advocating for the game to be harder in that case, but still. All right, so now we're gonna go to the office and we're gonna see if we can set this coke deal up. All right, so right hand, deliver coke. Pickup location is from the vault. Okay, so that's the units. Now, how many? Did I pick the units, or are you just gonna sell all the units? Okay, so I still did it wrong. Okay, almost had it. Almost had it. Also, I really need you to do this time because otherwise I am screwed. So deliver coke, pick up look. God damn it, that was right. Oh, change drug. Okay, there we go. Now, how much? You can take all of it? Do it. Jesus Christ. So, okay. So you can literally sell all of that straight from the vault. That is insane. Okay, $5 million. Damn. Okay. See, that's much better. I prefer that because it is annoying trying to, you know, having to go back and forth. Well, it's not that bad. You know, I understand it, and it does bring a level of tension to it because, again, you're having to, you know, move stuff around. You might get ambushed and shit like that. But I do like the fact that if you fill that fucker up, you can turn around and sell all that, and that's a lot of money. Okay, so now we need to go back here and run the same thing again. It was $2 million and we had 140 some units. So, shit, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, let's try to go ahead and fill that vault up again. $5 million. That is wild. Warehouse. Co-location. Vault. More items. All the keys. And bro, where are you getting these keys from? Like, are you making this? Because good lord. Property. Business. Warehouse. Go to location. I can just imagine old buddy just being like, man, what are you doing with all this? Like, what type of planning you got going on here? Are you trying to be the next Sonola cartel or something? Like, what are you doing? We haven't seen this much coke move around like this since the 80s, 70s. Hell, Escobar level. Like, Jesus. Okay. Property. It always makes me nervous going between these screens too, because I have gotten ambushed just going in between screens. That can't happen. Keys. Oh, buddy, man, what are you doing with all this money? Like, I know I've given you at least $10 million now, or $20 million. I'm pretty sure the entire $22 million that I've had, or at least a good chunk of it, has just gone to him. So I know he's doing well for himself. Right, warehouse, just a little bit more. Almost there. $148 keys of code. Again, at this point, if you get caught with that shit, this is not even trafficking at this point. Like, you are a terrorist level threat. They're not even gonna send the police after your ass. They're gonna send the Avengers. They just like, oh, this dude's a problem. Okay, I can only get a few more, and then after that, that's it. Business. Vault. Items. So what the next deal is going to be for 224 keys of coke. Good Lord. Like, again, this is fucking egregious. Not even going to try to arrest your ass, just a drone strike. Okay, so we have put all the keys away. 224 keys of coke. Good God. And now we just wait for the deal. And look at that, drought season come along. Drea, don't you fuck this up. Oh no. Huh. Right hand, can you pick up money? Cause I need money. It gonna take you a day? Cool, bad. What a way to end up going out. You're going from $5 million and 224 keys of coke, and then messing around and getting the game over because you didn't plan your money right. Crazy. Nobody wants coke. Are we doing this? Are we really doing this? I mean, granted, I did. That's a lot of coke. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. There we go. All right, so let me pay my bill. Oh, I actually don't have enough. Great. Okay. Right hand. Do I have any leftover money? Is that enough? I think that's enough. Please collect my money. Okay, so that's enough to pay my bills. Let me save the game, just in case some stuff goes sideways. And now, for the moment of truth, 224 keys of coke. Please do the honors. And you better have all the security in the world. Ridiculous. $8 million. Good Lord. Oh, right. $8 million. And again, the safe wasn't even full. And you know, we so close to getting to $10 million. I'm not trying to have the video be that long, but let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get to 10, and then we can see what happens once you get to 10. We already got a coke deal, so we just need to actually go about doing this. So again, egregiousness. And actually, I'll just go ahead and skip ahead to once I got everything done. So BRB. All right, I am back. So I have 250 keys of coke at the warehouse. Now, I wanted to see, it's actually maxed out. There's 100,000. The storage is actually maxed out. I can't put anything else at the warehouse. I also have 37 keys on me. I'm gonna try to sell that as well, because I was thinking about it and I was like, are you able to actually add like all your coke from all your different, like, because I think you can only have one stash house, but you have one stash house, you have the vault, and of course you have your person. So can you put all of that into one order? So I'm assuming that you can, and I'm gonna distribute all of that. Oh wait, what you doing there? There we go. Okay, a little nervous there for a second. I was like, please don't bug out. That was a lot of money. Okay. Now, so I think you can. Oh, no, you can't, because it doesn't actually have a thing there. You can't choose. Okay. But even still, ridiculous amount of code. So, confirm. $10 million was collected. So yeah, 250 250 keys of coke. That's what that'll get you. Now I'm gonna save this real quick, and then we'll go ahead and test it and see if you can actually put this money away for the Cayman Islands and retire. Oh, it's not even there anymore. Okay. Yeah, because I think before there was like a thing right here and you could click on it and you could put the money away, but that's it. I mean, we basically can retire now because we have all the monies. We have flooded the streets with all the cocaine. $10 million. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and buy the nicest house, you know, for shits and giggles. Let's see. Nicest property is this right here. $4.5 million. It's in Norwalk. It's extravagant. It's unowned. And I kind of wonder about that too. Like, can other people buy the houses? Like, is that going to be a thing later on where, you know, other people can turn around and buy the house and maybe you have to buy it from them or something? You know, that can be like a property thing in it. There's so much about this game that I really do wonder, like, how deep is this going to go? But anywho, this property is located in a gated community for the city's elite. Rubbing elbows with politicians and dentists has never been easier. Well, if sticker shock doesn't send you to the ER first. This is the safest area in Cloverland, so no need to worry about home invasions happening here. It can be used as a stash house, although that might not be the best idea. cannot be used as a crack house or a sweatshop. Yeah, these nicer. I think in the entirety of Norwalk, you can't use any of those places as a crack house or a sweatshop or anything. But it's ours now, and that's our home. So yeah, I mean, mama, we made it. You know, we got we got 10 million. We had $10 million. Still got $7 million after spending 4.5 to get this. We got our crew. We doing good. So that's pretty much it. Now I can run this back again and, you know, of course, play as a gunner, maybe try a couple different classes. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing more of this, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this. And as updates come out, I will definitely play more of this. So if you like the video, you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I have a lot of things on the channel, and I will have many other things coming in the future. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave it in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See you.